Sean, it's been a tough few days for us, I guess, particularly midweek. Can you sum up the level of frustration having got ourselves into a really good position against Sheffield United but not being able to see it through?
Yeah, of course, obviously it's really frustrating. The results probably haven't reflected the performance in the last two games. So, look, that's football. Obviously, we can't afford to be disappointed for too long. We've got another game tomorrow and just need to take the positives from the game and, go and try and make sure we get a win tomorrow.
How tough is that when you come off the pitch and think, we've played pretty well there, but we've not got anything to show for it?
Yeah, it is frustrating. Everybody wants results, fans included, but, it's better than coming off the pitch and feeling like we weren't in the game at all. So, as you said, it's just our job to look at the positives, look at the points that we can improve on and, go tomorrow and make sure we get a win.
Is that the focus at the moment? Because anybody watching will see that there are some very good things within our games. It's just not quite that last little bit. Is it focusing on all the good things and trying to get that for a period of 90 minutes in a game?
Yeah, I think so. I think, the amount of chances that we're creating, is we're up there with the best in the league, really, when you look at expected goals. And I know you can't really read into that too much, but, it is there for people to see. So it's just about converting those chances and, trying to keep the back door shut as well. I feel like it's coming for us and we're, one or two results away from changing things, definitely. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just small little details, maybe decision making, in the final third and in our own box as well that we can improve on. Yeah, obviously there's not really a massive thing that we can change. It's just focusing on those little details, and if we get those right, then we should be fine.
And is the final thing just getting those 3 points, and where we are at the moment, how big a difference would that make?
Yeah, exactly. It's massive. I feel like, the performances that we've been putting in, if we get, that big win, I feel like it will change the momentum, and, we have the quality there to go on a run of winning games. So yeah, that's the goal, and hopefully we can start that tomorrow.
Is that win needed even more at Ewood Park? Because again, that's probably summed up the frustration of the campaign, hasn't it? There've been pretty good performances, but not being able to get that win in front of our own supporters.
Yeah, exactly. I think they deserve that result. They've been supporting us. I know it's been difficult with the results, but look, we need to make Ewood Park a fortress. When I used to come here, when I played for other clubs, I never enjoyed it, and we need to make sure that that's the case this season for us. So, yeah, obviously big home game tomorrow, and 3 points would be brilliant.
What of Southampton? How different are they to perhaps some of the other challenges you'll face in this division?
Yeah, obviously they've got a lot of quality. A lot of good players, former Premier League players. So we know the challenge that they're going to face. But yeah, we're kind of focusing on us. We have the quality in the building to go and win the game, and we're hoping to do that.
Take away the matches so far. How's life in general, having moved to Ewood Park in the summer? Are you fully settled now?
Yeah, fully settled. Really enjoying it. Yeah, it's just on the pitch stuff now that needs to be right. Kind of that's the focus really for the short term, and once we get that sorted, yeah, it'll be good.
I think there was quite a big overhaul of players over the course of the summer. Does the squad now feel much more settled than day one when you arrived?
Yeah, I think so. Look, it's normal for every club really to have a large turnover of players, and I think me personally coming in, it's been very easy to settle with the staff and the players that have been here, and I think people can see we're building relationships, and it's only going to get better. So yeah, hopefully when we get that win tomorrow, you'll see another team.
Have you kind of taken on a leadership role within the group as well, given the experience you've got, particularly of this division?
Yeah, I try to. But everybody leads in their own ways, and I try to set an example for maybe the young players. As you mentioned, I'm experienced at this level, and I've experienced being up top of the league, up bottom of the league, and hopefully I can use that. And everybody can get together and pull in the right direction. You
sound quite a level-headed character. When you're going through tough times, is it as important to stay on that even keel as to when things are going well?
Yeah, I think so. Look, obviously everybody wants results today, but it's important to not get too frustrated, kind of look at the bigger picture. It's a crazy league, and one or two wins can bring you into the top half of the table. So it's important to be level-headed and focus on the task at hand.
Do you find there are a few sort of not old but older guys who've been there, done that in this division, who kind of need to try and pass some of that on to the younger lads?
I think so. Yeah, it's it is a hard league, especially for young players coming in. I thought the young lads who are coming in have been really good, and obviously us as older players can hopefully kind of lead by example, and we've got a good mix of young and old players, and yeah, hopefully you'll see the rewards of that soon.
You know about the goals that we need. I have to ask you about them as well. And I know you are primarily a defender, but that goals 4 column, goals scored as yet?
Yeah, it's obviously something that I'm aware of I need to improve on myself, and you know, we're talking about chances created. We're obviously getting a lot of set pieces as well, and you know, me as a centre half, I want to be chipping in as much goals as I possibly can, and yeah, we know in this league it could be decided by a set piece goal from a centre half. So look, that's something I'm working on in training, and hopefully you can see soon.
I think this season as well, does it feel like as a team we've got to have goals from around the group across the board rather than just perhaps relying on one or two people to get them?
Yeah, I think so. It's important. You know, any successful team, the goals are spread out throughout the team. So, you know, if you have your centre halves chipping in with 5 goals a season, that could be, you know, 15 points there. So, you know, it's really important for us to chip in as well.